Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. This is a mermaid inspired Halloween tutorial. This eye look is super inspired by Juliana. I think she is so amazingly talented and I just kind of wanted to recreate what she did, so that's what's going on with my eyes. But I just wanted to kind of let this be a kind of my mermaid's breaking through my skin type of thing. So that's kind of what I'm going for right here. And yeah, if you guys want to see how to get this look right here, then just keep on watching. So I just started out by priming my eyes using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Since this is going to be quite a colorful look, I definitely want to have a blank canvas. So I love using that concealer for that. Then I just started blending this shade right here. This is called Python Green. This is by Coastal Scents. And I'm just taking this in my crease and I'm just really building that color up. I'm using kind of a, this isn't a super dense blending brush, but it's not super fluffy either. This is the Luxie 205 tapered blending brush, and this is just going to help you pick up a little bit more product, make things a little easier on yourself in order to build it up. I'm just taking that a little beyond my brow so I can kind of get that cat eye look. Now with a little bit of a smaller blending brush, this is the Luxie 237 blending brush, I'm going to take a mixture of two shades. I'm going to take the shade Teal Green by Coastal Scents and the shade Electroshock by NYX Cosmetics, and I'm just going to kind of mix those two together, and we're just going to put that a little lower in the crease. We're kind of just going to follow the same pattern, but we're just keeping this color a little lower. And towards the end, once you're really getting that color built up the way that you want it, I'm mainly going to focus on the more blue shade, which is the Electroshock by NYX. I'm mainly going to focus that shade so it's more blue than green. Then I'm just going to go back into the brush that we put that green on, and I'm just going to blend those edges together a little bit. Alright, now I'm just going to take a pencil brush. This is the Crown C513 brush, and I'm going to dip into this Coastal Scent shade, which is called Deep Grape, and I'm just going to pack this all over the lid, and then we're going to blend that out. I'm going to go back in with the brush that we blended the blue with, and I'm just going to blend the edges together, packing on that purple as I need to, because it's going to get blended away a little bit once we blend this out. So just keep packing it on till you get the intensity that you want. See, a lot of it got blended away, but that's why we pack more color on. Alright, so now we're just going to take a makeup wipe and we're going to clean up under our eyes, and we're just going to make this into a sharp wing. If you want to leave it a little bit below the lower lash line, that way it can connect with what we're going to put under there later. Alright, so I want to start out by saying I am no special effects expert at all. So I'm just doing this to the best of my ability. So if you're better at special effects than me, then you'll do way better at this, I'm sure. But the idea for the face is that it's going to be, we're going to have a big open space and there's going to be scales underneath, so like our mermaid is breaking through. So I just created a little mixture. I just used flour and Vaseline and created this kind of little mixture right here that we're going to use as kind of like a dermaclay kind of thing. So I'm just going to take a little chunk of this, just gonna roll it up into a little ball. You can look up kind of a recipe for this online, but it's pretty much just flour and Vaseline, and you just mix it up till you get it to a nice consistency. Alright, so you just kind of want to flatten it out till you get it roughly the shape that you're going to put it to your face. So I'm just going to kind of stick it on my face to kind of get a measurement of what I want it to look like. And you don't want it to be like a perfect circle or anything like that. You kind of want it to be a little misshapen. It's going to take a little bit of lash glue. I'm kind of going to use this as an adhesive, just so this will stick to my face a little easier. Just let that dry a little bit. Allow that to get a little tacky. Alright, once you've given it a little bit to dry, just gonna stick that right on top. Just press down on it a little bit. Then we're gonna flatten out the sides a little bit, just so it sticks to our face. Alright, so this part doesn't have to be completely perfect because we're going to go around it with another piece. So just as long as you kind of have this blended out on the top, nice and flat, you'll be pretty good to go. So I decided to go ahead and put the perimeter on. So I'm just going to take this, we're just going to place it around the outside of the perimeter of this piece that we've already put down. Now we're just going to take our little spatula and we're going to blend these outside edges into our skin. This is the part that's definitely going to take the longest. So I just start by kind of scraping down the sides a little bit. And then as I scrape down the sides, then blend them out as good as you can. Alright, so I'm going to do all this off camera and then I'm going to come back and finish all this special stuff over here. So I thought I'd pop back on right quick, show you how it was going, slowly but surely. Alright, so now that we have this part right here basically finished, I'm going to zoom out, we're going to apply our foundation, and then we're going to come back to this and draw on the scales and decorate and all that good stuff. Alright, so I'm first going to start by priming the parts of my face that this area is not on. I'm going to use the Nivea Postman Shave Balm first. And then on the porous areas of my face, I'm going to use the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. So apparently I'm missing a little bit of footage, but for foundation, all I did was mix together the Fenty Beauty foundation in shade 120 and the Wet n Wild foundation in the shade 361C Shell Ivory. And I just mixed those two together, put it all over my face, including the prosthetic, and then I went on the bottom of each scale with a little bit of the purple eyeshadow that we used on our lid, and I just put that along the bottom of the scale. So that's all we're missing here, and let's continue. Then between each scale, I'm going to put some black liquid liner just so we keep that definition. Then I'm just going to take the blending brush that we used earlier with the blue, and I'm just going to go around this outer part a little bit just to give it a little bit of a contour. And then just take Python Green on the same brush and use that color to blend around the blue. Also going to take that green to take on this top portion as well, just to kind of serve as a highlight. I'm going to go and contour my face and do all that good stuff, and then we will be back to finish up this area, and we're pretty much done. Now I'm just going back over the scales and making them pretty much purple. And I'm going to take the shade Mood Ring by Makeup Geek, and I'm just taking that on a little blending brush, and we're just going to kind of dust this all over this area. And then last but not least, on a very small brush, I'm taking an angled brush by Bodyography Pro. We're just going to take that blue shadow and we're going to go along the inside of this part right here. I'm just going to go through my brows using the Loreal Brow Stylist Plumper. And then to finish my lower lash line, I'm just going to run under it using the Electroshock shadow. And then I'm just going to go right over that with Deep Grape by Coastal Scents, just keeping that a little closer to my lash line. For my lashes, I'm just going to use the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. And then I'm just going to run through my waterline with the Marc Jacobs eyeliner in the shade Black. Then for my lips, I'm going to go in with No Shade by DesixKaty and top that with Rosebud by Wet n Wild. And last but not least, we're just going to highlight the cheeks. And for that, I'm going to use the Makeup Geek pigment in the shade Sugar Rush. Alright guys, so that completes this mermaidy Halloweeny look. I hope that you enjoyed watching. I hope that you enjoyed seeing how I created it. I had a lot of fun. Like I said, I am no special effects expert by any means. I'm just using what I had and creating something with what I had. If you wanted to, you could definitely add to this look, maybe by adding some barnacles or some seashells or something like that. I'd actually made a seashell, but I decided I liked it a little better without it, so I didn't use it, but you could definitely add some things to this too. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making this look, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos just like this one, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!